In the last session, so we have discussed the concentration methods in solution and colligative properties. Now I am continuing that concentration methods. See the relation between molarity and percentage weight by volume. We know molarity, number of moles of solute by volume in liter. Based on this, we can write weight of the solute in grams by gram molecular weight of the solute into 1000 by volume in cc. But we know percentage weight by volume is this W2 by V in cc into 100. This is percentage weight by volume. Therefore, this is 10 times of percentage weight by volume by gram molecular weight of the solute. This is a relation between molarity and percentage weight by volume. See next one, relation between molarity and percentage weight by weight. Percentage weight by weight. So we know this is molarity expression. This is weight of the solute in grams by gram molecular weight of the solute into 1000 by volume in cc. But what is the density of the solution in gram per cc? This is the weight of the solution in grams by volume of the solution in cc. From this, what is the volume of the solution in cc? W in grams by density of the solution in gram per cc. Now if you substitute this volume here, you are getting this expression. This is molarity is equal to this weight of the solute in grams by gram molecular weight of the solute into 1000 by what is volume of the solution cc? Weight of the solution gram by density of the solution in gram per cc. From this, so we can write percentage weight by weight. What is this weight of the solute by weight of solution into 100? This is percentage weight by weight into 10 into density of the solution in gram per cc by gram molecular weight of the solute. This is a relation between molarity and gram molecular percentage weight by weight. So here 10 times of percentage weight by weight into density of the solution in gram per cc by gram molecular weight of the solute is molarity. Next, see relation between molarity and strength. Relation between molarity and strength. We know molarity is equal to weight of the solute in grams by volume of the solution in cc into 1000 by this gram molecular weight of the solute. Here weight of the solute by volume of solution cc into 1000 is strength of the solution. Therefore, this is strength of the solution by gram molecular weight of the solute. This is the relation between molarity and strength of the solution. So previously we have discussed the relation between molarity and percentage weight by volume, molarity and percentage weight by weight, and this is the relation between molarity and strength. And what is the common relation? If you write the common relation, molarity is equal to strength by gram molecular weight of the solute is equal to 10 times of percentage weight by volume by gram molecular weight of the solute is equal to 10 times of percentage weight by weight into density of the solution in gram per cc by gram molecular weight of the solute. So we can express molarity equation at a time in terms of strength, percentage weight by volume and percentage weight by weight. See the next one, normality. Next concentration method is normality. It is denoted by capital N. These are the number of gram equivalents of solute. Number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of the solution. 1 liter of the solution. What is a gram equivalence? So here equivalence calculated by using a different concepts, especially in terms of weight, weight of the substance in grams by gram equivalent weight of the substance. How to calculate this gram equivalent weight of the substance? Gram equivalent weight of the substance is equal to gram molecular weight of the substance by n factor. For a given substance, there is a definite n factor. What is that substance and corresponding n factors? Suppose your given substance is element, that n factor is valency. Your given substance is it is in the ionic form, that is a charge on ion. Suppose given substance is acid, that n factor is basicity. Basicity is the number of replaceable H plus. This is a number of replaceable H plus. Whereas for given substance is base, that n factor is acidity. Acidity is number of replaceable OH minus. And if the given substance is salt, n factor is the net charge on cation or anion. Net charge on cation or anion. So the substance may be element, ion, acid, base, salt. Sometimes that may be reagent, oxidizing agent or reducing agent also. But in this topic, these are enough. So especially for acid, that n factor is basicity. For base, that n factor is acidity. For salt, that n factor is net charge on cation or anion. So if you look at this normality is the number of gram equivalents of solute in 1 liter of the solution. To calculate equivalents, we must require gram equivalent weight. How to find gram equivalent weight? By using n factor. Gram molecular weight by n factor, we can calculate gram equivalent weight. So to calculate this n factor for various cases, these are the n factors. Here I am giving one example in each case. So if you look at this one, element, especially for element, what is n factor? Valency. Example, hydrogen valency is 1. Suppose sodium valency is 1. Magnesium valency 2, aluminum valency 3. Just we are using like that. So charge on ion, suppose sulfate. For sulfate charge is 2 minus, but use 2 as n factor. Al3 plus charge is 3. So like that we are using n factor. Acid, what is acid? N factor basicity. So here Cl is considered, its number of replaceable H plus is 1. Phosphoric acid, H3PO4. There are 3 replaceable hydrogens. Suppose if it is phosphorus acid, H3PO3. As per structure, there are only 2 replaceable hydrogens. Hypophosphorus acid, H3PO2. As per structure, there is only 1 replaceable hydrogen. For phosphoric acid, N factor is 3. Phosphorus acid 3. Hypophosphorus acid is 1. Similarly, for base, N factor is acidity. If you take sodium hydroxide, there is 1 replaceable OH minus. Magnesium hydroxide, there are 2 replaceable hydroxide ions. And aluminum hydroxide, there are 3 replaceable hydroxide ions. Based on number of replaceable OH minus, we can write this acidity. Next, for salt, what is N factor? Net charge on cation or anion. If you take NaCl, Na plus Cl minus, net charge on cation is 1, anion is also 1, therefore its N factor is 1. Aluminum sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice. In this there are 2 aluminum ion and 3 sulfate. Each aluminum 3 plus, 2 into 3 plus 6, and each sulfate is 2 minus, 3 into 2 minus 6. Therefore for aluminum sulfate, what is N factor? 6. Like this, in every case there is a definite N factor. Based on these N factors, we can find out gram equivalent weight of the substances. Gram equivalent weight of the substance is equal to gram formula weight of that substance by corresponding N factors. Okay, anyway, to calculate number of equivalents, we need this N factor. After calculation of N factors, and equivalents, now we can calculate normality of the given solution. See that normality of given solution. Okay, normality of the given solution, N is equal to number of equivalents of the solute by volume of the solution in liters. By using we can calculate this, but we know number of equivalents is equal to weight of the solute in grams by gram equivalent weight of the solute into 1 by V in liters. Suppose if you convert volume of the solution Cc, this is the weight of the solute in grams by gram equivalent weight of the solute into 10 cube by volume in Cc. Suppose if you convert volume of the solution cubic meter, this is weight of the solution in grams by gram equivalent weight of the solute into 10 power minus 3 by volume in cubic meter. So these are the normality expressions in different terms. Equivalence and volume, weight and volume terms. What about units of this normality? Units of this normality is like molarity. This is normal, capital N, or as per definition, these are the number of gram equivalents per liter. Equivalents per liter, or 1 liter is equal to 1 cubic decimeter. From this is equivalent dm triple inverse. So these are the units of the normality. In molarity, we discussed the relation among molarity and the previous concentration methods. Similarly, here also normality in terms of percentage weight by volume, normality in terms of percentage weight by weight, and normality in terms of strength. In terms of strength, normality is equal to strength by gram equivalent weight of the solute, and this is in terms of percentage weight by volume, 10 terms of percentage weight by volume by gram equivalent weight of the solute. In terms of density and percentage weight by weight, 10 times of percentage weight by weight into density of the solution in gram per cc by gram equivalent weight of the solute. So this is the expression which shows relation among normality and the previous concentration methods. But what is the relation between normality and molarity? So we know normality definition, molarity definition. Based on those two, we can write normality is equal to molarity into n factor. Normality is equal to molarity into n factor, because we know what is normality: equivalence by volume in liter. Molarity is moles by volume in liter. From those two, we can write number of equivalents is equal to moles into n factor. It is another important relation used in the calculation part. Okay, I explained what is normality, units, and so relation among the different concentration methods. Next concentration method is molality. See, next concentration method is molality. This is denoted by small m, and it is the number of gram moles of the solute. Gram moles of the solute present in 1 liter of the 1 kg of the solvent. This is 1 kg of the solvent. Number of gram moles of the solute present in 1 kg of the solvent. Mathematically, this is small m is equal to number of moles of solute N2 by W1 in kg. If you simplify this N2 by W1 in grams into 1000, I converted weight of solvent in grams. But we know what is number of moles of solute, weight of the solute by gram molecular weight of the solute into 1000 by weight of the solvent in grams. This is a molality mathematical expression. And what about these corresponding units? As per definition, okay, this is defined as mole per kg. Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solute, kg of solvent. That's why this is mole per kg, or it is also written as molal, small m. Okay, like previous concentration relation, molality is also related to previous concentration methods. See the relation between molarity and molality. We know molality. What is this molality? Number of moles of solute by weight of solvent in grams into 1000. But we know weight of solution is equal to W is equal to W1 plus W2. From this what we can write, W1 is equal to W minus W2. Therefore if you write this, N2 by W minus W1 into 1000. Here both numerator and denominator divided by volume in cc, then what is this? This becomes, so this is N2 by molarity is equal to N2 by V in cc into 1000 by W minus W2 by V in cc. Both numerator and denominator divided by volume in cc. From this, this small m is equal to, molality is equal to, what is this number of moles of solute by volume in cc into 1000 is molarity by weight of the solute by volume of solution. It is the density of the solution in gram per cc minus, and W2 by V in cc, W2 in grams by volume in cc. So from this only we can write finally that corresponding molality expression. Therefore what is this molality? Molality is equal to, this is molarity by, if you simplify this, this is density in gram per cc minus W2 in grams by V in cc. We can write as molarity into gram molecular weight of the solute by 1000. After taking LCM, we are getting molality is equal to 1000 molarity by, this is 1000 molarity by 1000 density in gram per cc minus molarity into gram molecular weight of the solute. So this is the relation between molality and molarity. It is very important equation which is used in calculation part. If you know the density of the solution, we can correlate molality and molarity by this expression. Just we completed molality. Now come to the next concentration method, that is the mole fraction. See this mole fraction. Okay, see next concentration method is mole fraction. This mole fraction is denoted by X or chi symbol. So it represents number of moles of particular component, n component by total number of moles of all components in the solution. That is the mole fraction of that component. Mathematically Xi is equal to number of moles of that component to total number of moles of all components in the solution ratio. Okay, this is a mathematical definition. As per definition, what about this no units? No units. Mole fraction is expressed for each and every component. In a binary solution, there are two components. So solute as well as solvent. For every component, so we can express this mole fraction. What is the mole fraction of solvent? That moles by total moles, that is N1 by N1 plus N2. If you convert in terms of weight, W1 by gram molecular weight of the solvent by W1 by gram molecular weight of the solvent plus W2 by gram molecular weight of the solute. Similarly, what is mole fraction of the solute X2? N2 by N total. What is this? This is N2 by N1 plus N2. In terms of mass, this is W2 by gram molecular weight of the solute by W1 by gram molecular weight of the solvent plus W2 by gram molecular weight of the solute. In any solution, sum of the mole fractions must be equal to 1 because we know x1 expression, x2 expression. If you take x1 plus x2, this is equal to 1. Sum of the mole fractions of all components in the solution is equal to 1. From this what we can write in binary solution, x1 is equal to 1 minus x2, x2 is equal to 1 minus x1. And it is the ratio of the moles, that's why no units. Okay, what is the relation between molality and mole fraction? Relation between molality and mole fraction. Here we know molality is number of moles of solute by weight of solvent in grams into 1000. Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. But what about the number of moles of solvent? It is W1 by gram molecular weight of solvent. From this, what is this W1? N1 into gram molecular weight of solvent. If you substitute here, we are getting N2 by N1 into gram molecular weight of the solvent into 1000. Now both numerator and denominator divided by N total. This is by N total. Again this is by N total. N2 by N total becomes mole fraction of the solute. N1 by N total becomes mole fraction of the solvent into 1000 by this gram molecular weight of the solvent. This is a relation between molality and mole fractions. From this we can write mole fraction in terms of molality also. Next concentration method is ppm. ppm, parts per million. This is known as parts per million. Here in this we are using this solute in 10 power 6 parts of the solution. How much solute present in 10 power 6 parts of the solution? That may be in terms of by weight, that may be in terms of by volume, that may be in terms of pressures. And it is used to express for low concentrations. To express low concentrations only, this method will be used. And what is this parts per million? This is equal to weight of the solute in grams by weight of the solution in grams into 10 power 6. In 10 power 6 parts of solution, how many parts of solute present? That is ppm. But you see this example, if you take 1 ppm, so 1 gram of the solute present in 10 power 6 grams of solution. This is 10 power 6 grams of the solution. That means what is this? W is equal to W1 plus W2. From this, what is weight of solvent? 10 power 6 minus 1, 9,99,999 grams. This is approximately weight of the solution in grams. That's why in ppm, so we can write instead of weight of solution, we can use weight of solvent also. For especially water solvent, for H2O solvent, density of water is equal to 1 gram per cc. Therefore, W in grams is approximately W1 in grams. That is approximately volume of water in cc. So from this only we can express what is this parts per million. This is the weight of the solute in grams by volume of the solution in cc, or weight of the solution in grams, or W1 in grams into 10 power 6 for a given H2O solvent. Okay, so based on this we can express parts per million. Already I explained this parts per million is used to express so very low concentration of given solution. And what about units of this parts per million? This units also parts per million ppm only. From this relation, from this expression, we will get the relation between molarity and parts per million. So that molarity and parts per million is ppm is equal to, from this expression I am writing in terms of molarity with W2 in grams by volume of the solution in cc into 10 power 6. This is ppm. If you modify this expression as like this, multiply with gram molecular weight of solute and divided by gram molecular weight of the solute, then we are getting this, we know this W2 by V in cc by gram molecular weight of the solution into 1000 is molarity, therefore molarity into 10 cube into gram molecular weight of the solute. So from this we will get the relation between ppm and molarity. In the similar model, ppm and molality expression is also same. This is molality into 10 cube into gram molecular weight of the solute, because already I mentioned ppm is used to express very low concentration. For very low concentration, molality approximately same, and ppm molarity relation like that. In the same model, If you take the ppb, parts per billion, ppb, parts per billion, it is 10 power 9. So what is this expression? Molarity into 10 power 6 into gram molecular weight of the solute, or molality into 10 power 6 into gram molecular weight of the solute. So this is ppb, parts per billion. 1 billion is 10